welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter @filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. I see the kit change thing. So you can see how our Zwift long distance runners shirts are supposed to be all yellow to the short. The top is supposed to be all yellow, but they've been squeezed up so that we've got black all the way up the back. Apart from a couple of people. Yeah, so right, I see it now. I do see it. Hello everyone. Hello Laurie, who is in Oregon. No Zwifting for the next 2 weeks as I'm on a road trip filled with lots of driving, riding and riding my bike. Excellent. That sounds awesome. Jeff Partridge says, I wish Stephen wouldn't flash his chest at the start of every run. Victoria says that as well. She doesn't like me doing it. It's just because I've forgotten to put my heart rate on. I hope you don't mind. Well, you do mind. I'm really sorry. Kevin DeLuca says, good evening all. Neil Messenger. He says, I'm so happy I just beat my PB of 3 hours 54 minutes. I assume for a marathon, was that? Very nice. I'm going at 9 kph, by the way, nice and slow. I am not in the mood to be racing fast. So Sarah Jacobson, if you want to join, I'm only going at 9. Tina Beard is with us as well. Amy Green is with us. Kevin is leading, so that's nice. Amy Green says, I want my kit to change. Well, you can see here the difference. The yellow kit of the lady in front of me, Amy's got her yellow kit normal, but my kit is all the way up my back, black, and just a little tiny yellow bit at the top. So that's what's going on. This is the new bug that has just been introduced, not deliberately, by accident. Sarah Jacobson says it doesn't appear to be an issue on iOS, but it's definitely an issue on Apple TV. Some people have had it on Apple TV, so definitely on Apple's OS, TV OS, it's been an issue. But apparently not on iOS. But yeah, look, there you go. You can see it right there. Kevin says no shirt problems for me on Apple TV. So Neil Messenger has beaten his marathon PB of 3 hours and 54 minutes. His time was 3 hours, 42 minutes. He says it's coming down slowly. Well done. Fantastic. Amy's only staying for 2 kilometres because she's got to take the kids, the girls, to Brownies this evening. I'm here for the full hour. It's 27 degrees inside the shed. The doors are open to let a bit of cool air in, but it has been very sunny here this afternoon. Not at the moment, it's clouded over a bit now, but it's been warm and sunny the whole afternoon. A little bit of rain this morning. We're off and running in the ZLDR recovery hour. So we're going at 9 kilometres an hour. So in 1 hour, we will do 9 kilometres. Kevin says, is everybody ready for the weekend? I believe we are. What is everyone doing at the weekend? Question mark. So we have got one more marathon for Victoria to get through. And it's going to be a struggle. Because Victoria is slightly injured. She has a tendon issue. She has purchased quite a stiff leg brace. No, it's not a leg brace. It's a, what are they, like a bandage, oh, for goodness sake, I can't even think of the word. Like a compression support, anyway. Quite a tight one. So she's got that on her ankle she's going to wear. She is going to start. She is going to try and get round. It's not massively painful, but it's a risk, you see, that if she does it, if she runs hard or anything, that she will seriously damage it. And that would be bad. At the moment, she can run on it. It's just a bit sore. So we want to minimise any potential more serious damage that might occur. So Victoria has the London Marathon on Sunday, which will be her 3rd marathon in a month following Paris and Boston. And if she manages it, what a great achievement for the month. Fantastic. But yeah, we haven't got there yet, and it is just a little bit sketchy. Oh, right. Neil says my heart rate isn't working. Well, if I'm going to show my chest and put my heart rate strap on, I suppose I should get my heart rate working, shouldn't I? So let's do that now. Yeah, it's not that it's not working, it's just that I haven't actually set it up yet. There it is. Just catch up with Amy Green and Sarah. Kevin says, it's a long time since you had any technical problems. No, you just don't see me often enough. I'm always having technical problems, Kevin. Always. It's just... I try to avoid publicising them as much as possible. Leo Loughran's up ahead as well. Hello, Leo. So just catching up to Tina and Sarah and Amy. There's Leo. Just stopped for some reason. I don't know why. Right, back up to 9 kph with Sarah, Amy and Tina. Ryan, hello Ryan. He says, congratulations with your Paris and Manchester marathons. Enjoyed the watch. Thank you very much. Yeah, so both videos are now online on the YouTube channel. Paris Marathon video featuring myself, Sarah Jacobson and Victoria, and a little bit of Marcus Holmes. And then the Manchester Marathon with me blowing up spectacularly in the last 10k. So both those videos are on the Film My Run YouTube channel. If you're going to want to go and watch those. Jeff Partridge said, I've had all sorts of tech connection issues since the last update. HR keeps dropping out. I've not had any HR dropouts. I don't think. Yeah, I haven't noticed anything particular, and to be honest, I hadn't even noticed the kit change bug until today. My mother is calling. I think we'll just put that one on hold. Good luck, Scott. Scott Cole is going to be running. He's got a 5k race. First time he's wearing his Hoka Rocket 2s. Hoping to get under 20 minutes. Is that Anna with us as well? Hello, Anna. Anna Kraut is with us. Hey, Anna. So if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, hello, good evening. Well, it's evening here in the UK, or late afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It's good to hear from you, good to see you on the channel or in game. Sarah Jacobson, the time is probably about 12:30, just after midday in Chicago, or maybe just after 1 o'clock in Chicago. No, just after midday. And Amy Green up in Nottingham. And with Kevin, it will be 6:30 in the UK, in 6:30 in the afternoon. Jeff Partridge over in his mysterious county. No idea what the time is there. It's a mystery to everyone. Could be midnight for all we know where Jeff lives. Neil would have joined us, but his legs are in agony. I'm not surprised after a 3:40 marathon. Amy Green is steaming ahead. I think she's trying to catch up Kevin DeLuca. Kevin is running at just over 10 kph. Jeff Partridge is running a little bit faster than that. Kevin DeLuca says, we need to take care about the subjects we talk about today. because Spy Jeff is with us, as we discovered even more so last night, even though we knew it already. Not so much a yellow army as a yellow and black army today. Jeff says, feel free to discuss whatever you like. I'm not listening, honest. Look, now we're wearing black jumpers. I seem to be wearing a black t-shirt over my yellow t-shirt. Look at that, you can just see my yellow t-shirt popping out of the bottom. Oh dear. Greg just thought he was getting a huge wedgie. My shorts are turning white again, says Jeff Partridge. This is all very weird. If it hasn't already been said, a huge congratulations to all ZLDR runners who took part in Boston Marathon. Yeah, whilst we're on Boston Marathon, we're on the ZLDR run, appropriate to congratulate everyone who took part in the Boston Marathon who was from the ZLDR runners. I know that Victoria was very happy to meet quite a few ZLDR runners over in Boston, so congratulations everybody. Right, somebody's just said, your screen, you look the same on my screen, Stephen, with a wedgie. Oh, that's Tina says that. Thank you, Anna. Full stop. I'm not allowed to talk about sub-3 marathons. I get told off. Anna just congratulating me there on my Manchester Marathon. Amy Green seems to have stopped. Oh yes, Amy's just doing 2K. Take care, Amy. See you soon. So Amy's done her 2 kilometres and she's off. So we've got Sarah and Tina with me, or I'm with them. Kevin, I really can't talk about it. I'll be in so much trouble. Let's not start Stephen off again, says Jeff. Take care, Amy. She says, catch up with the stream shortly. Yeah, no problem. She's just off to take her kids to Brownies. To be honest, it's my wife who needs the congratulations. If she can finish London, that will be 3 marathons in 3 weeks. Jeff Partridge says, yeah, don't let Stephen start talking about marathon times, or he'll start to have to talk about 100-mile times. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry says she congratulated Victoria on her Boston Marathon. So we're just having a nice, easy, relaxing hour. 15 minutes gone. Just making our way through the Ocean Boulevard route, which is an 11-kilometer route, but I'm not going anything like that speed. Going at 9 kph, nice and comfortable, just to keep the legs loose. We've got nothing to really train hard for now. Like I say, Victoria's got London on Sunday, but obviously I'm not running that. So we just have to relax and recover now from Manchester and Paris. And then next month we can start thinking about ultra running again. Got a little trip up to the Lake District next weekend. A couple of little jaunts around some hills in the lakes, not very far. And then we are onto some bigger long distance running in May. Tina's going to slow down a bit because she's got high heart rate. That's all right, Tina, no worries. Do you want me to slow down as well? I've lost Sarah as well. Where's Sarah gone? Maybe Sarah wasn't feeling it either. No worries, Tina. Right, Sarah Jacobson, where are you? Sarah, I hope you're okay. Just message me to say you're all right. Okay, Sarah says, I'm still running, but my Zwift connection has been spotty. Oh yeah, there you are. I see you. Okay. So across the wooden bridge, keeping the heart rate low, keeping the legs ticking over. Sarah is going to see how she feels at 5k. So since finishing the Paris Marathon, Sarah Jacobson has lost a little bit of mojo, hasn't been running for 3 weeks, is back on today. Has done a little bit, but has come back on today. So we are hopeful that she'll start to feel a little bit more energised. Even if it's just 5k, Sarah, that's okay. She says sorry to cause any concern. Sarah, honestly, we weren't that bothered. Kevin says, keep going, Sarah, you're doing great. Sherry says, where is Denise? Haven't seen Denise. Mind you, I haven't been on this run for a while either, so... Coming up to 3 kilometres, 7 to go. No, 6 to go. So we're a third of the way through. Okay, Sarah says it's really been fatigue. Legs have been fine since the last few days after the race. Well, so that's pretty normal then, Sarah. You've been doing a lot of training and you've had a big race, and also, you know, you flew across the Atlantic twice in 2 weeks as well, so that's going to take it out of you. So you probably are just really tired, and it's perfectly okay to take some time off. Absolutely fine. I haven't been flying across the Atlantic. Both you and Victoria and Marcus have been all over the place in the past couple of weeks, so give yourself a break. Don't be so hard on yourself, and just come back when you're ready. Yeah, Jeff says exactly the same. Perfectly normal, Sarah, given what's happened in the last couple of weeks. My wife, Victoria, was very happy to meet some new ZLDR friends over in Boston at the weekend. Yes, she already knew Megan, but there were 2 or 3 other people there who she had not met before. Right, Jeff Partridge's shirt is starting to turn yellow again at the bottom. Yeah, so is mine. Mine is gradually turning from black to yellow as well. She had not met Evan before. And a couple of other guys whose names I can't remember. She's already good friends with Cecilia. Evan did great at Boston Marathon as well, didn't he? 3:40, was it? Something like that. Amy says, great to have lots of friends all over the world. Yeah, partly because it means you've got somewhere to stay rather than paying for hotels. That's always really good. Sarah Jacobson says Marcus seems the same as always. Well, I guess the thing about Marcus is he does travel a lot anyway, so he's probably used to travelling across the Atlantic regularly. And also, we have to remember, Marcus is basically filled with some kind of unending energy that nobody can understand. So, you know, I don't think we can measure ourselves against Marcus. Some kind of robot enthusiasm that he has that just keeps on going. He never seems to dip. We, not me, but people that we know, somebody we know has been stalking Marcus on Twitter, and his students keep going on or do talk about his boundless energy in class and how he has such an enthusiasm for his subject in class. Go and check out Marcus Holmes' Twitter account. I've not checked it out, but I'm quite happy to at some stage. But somebody else just pointed it out to me. We all love Megan. Apart from when she starts to give me abuse! Exclamation mark. Tina says you love abuse, Stephen. Well, I do seem to take a lot of it. Well, I do seem to take a lot of it, so I'd better get used to it. Exactly, Kevin. Yes, Kevin knows exactly what I go through. No more than you deserve, cousins, says Jeff. Yeah, fair enough. I can't argue. I've got no defence. I've literally got no defence. I am very disappointed that I cannot join you in Manchester. Good evening, Christoph. Christoph's just signed in on YouTube. Hello if you're watching on YouTube or listening. And hello if you're on Facebook or Twitch. I am watching chat. If you're new to Zwift, by the way, I know that the chat is often dominated by regular viewers, and that's great. But if you're new to Zwift, don't feel that you need to sit in the background. If you want to ask a question about how Zwift works, or anything about the platform, or what the heck I'm doing standing in front of you running on a treadmill, do feel free to ask. It's absolutely fine. And we are approaching halfway, not quite halfway yet, but well, getting there. Beautiful manta rays flying by. Sarah Jacobson says we need new runners to make fun of Stephen. Making a rod for my own back there, aren't I? The thing is, when new runners join the live stream to watch, they so quickly get sucked into the kind of general scheme of how it all works. Basically, you tune in, take the mick out of me while I run. Whether it's technical issues, whether it's stupid things I say, that's basically how it works. And it doesn't take long for a new runner, a new person, to work that out very quickly. I mean, it didn't take Heather long, did it? Oh, hey, there you go. Heather's on. She says, newcomers are keeping quiet in fear of Jeff's reign of terror. Well, this is quite true. Yes, as we found out last night. So it's getting more and more dark and mysterious as the months and years go by, to be honest with you. Very, very disconcerting indeed. Right, Christoph says, is everyone bitten by the clothes bug? I'm not sure. Some people seem to say they're unaffected. And I think Sarah Jacobson says she's not had the bug. She's not affected. But it also seems like people watching are getting a different view of other people. So Tina said that I look the same to her. But my view of myself is that I've got this weird bug, which means now half of my vest is yellow and the top half is black. And a minute ago the whole vest was black. So it's all very odd. Heather has been working on her front door recently, so the other week, or the other day, she was sanding the front door. Now she's painting the front door. Don't get paint on your iPhone, Heather. Right, at the MHG run, Christoph says, at the MHG run, it was only men and only people in the EU and Canada. Women weren't affected at all. And what does that mean, that people in America, in the USA, weren't affected as well? Right, Sarah Jacobson's going to stop at 5k in a minute or two. Don't want to push it too much, she says. Very wise, Sarah. Nice to have you back. Yeah, good work. So Sarah's going to go up to 5k, just a couple of minutes away. And then she's going to call it a day. We've got about 28 minutes left to run. And we should do about 4k in that time. Just over 4k. Right, so men in the US were not affected either. I wonder, so can you have a bug that only targets gender and tectonic plates? So the latest Zwift bug seems to be specific to certain tectonic plates and gender. That is remarkable. Yeah, I can't remember. You've got about 15, haven't you, going to Manchester? I think there are about 15 ZLDR runners going to Manchester to do the half marathon and the 10k. Is that right? Jeff Partridge is blaming Brexit for the Zwift bug. Right, Sarah Jacobson's reached 5k. Well done, Sarah. She is off. We've got 4k to go. So it's Friday evening here in the UK. It's been a lovely sunny afternoon. Bit of rain this morning. We're preparing for the weekend, so we've all finished work here in the UK now, so we've got the weekend to come. So tomorrow I'm going to try and fit in a park run if I can, but we might have to leave early because Victoria wants to get up to London to get her number for the London Marathon from the Expo, and then we need to check into our hotel and relax for the rest of the day. Literally do nothing. There's going to be no walking around London sightseeing. It's just into the hotel, lie on the bed and do nothing. And then Sunday morning we will get up bright and early and get ourselves to the start line at Blackheath for the London Marathon. I will spend my day winding my way around London trying to see Victoria at different places along the course, with my 2 children in tow, taking some video, doing a vlog. Right, Heather, I was just saying earlier on before you joined, Heather says, how is Victoria feeling? Are all the niggles gone? Well, no, is the honest answer to that. Sunday is going to be a little bit of a risk. Victoria does have a tendon issue that is a little bit sore when she runs. Now, the problem, Sunday might not be an issue. It might be that she gets through the run, but we don't want to push it too hard. So she's going to go very slowly because We still have a busy summer of running. We do not want Victoria to injure herself anymore or make the injury that she's got any worse. So she will probably be able to run on Sunday because it's not preventing her from running, but she can definitely feel a tendon issue. So she needs to take London very carefully to not make it worse and not put herself out of action for the summer. Amy says, I can't decide on parkrun tomorrow. I think I need to catch up on some sleep. Do that then, Amy. Do that. Have a good old sleep. Get your full 8 hours in. And take a break from parkrun tomorrow. I may not go to parkrun. We may decide that we need to get on our way nice and early to get up to London. So I may not do parkrun in the morning. Ideally, what we could do is get up really early and get up to London and do a London parkrun. But I'm not sure I'll be able to get the kids out of bed quite early enough. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Anyway, suffice to say, there will be no live streaming on Saturday or Sunday unless Chris Beale is up and about and fit and healthy, and Chris Beale wants to live stream on Saturday. But of course, Clive Finnemore has a broken rib and cannot run at the moment, so he is injured, and that's saying something. I mean, Clive is never injured. So Clive is out of action, so he won't be running at the weekend. We won't be running on Zwift at the weekend. So we'll be back on Monday for the Monday community run. So good luck to everyone who is doing something at the weekend. Tina is finishing. Tina's stopping at 5k. Well done, Tina. Take care and we'll see you soon. Have a good weekend, whatever you do. Right, Christoph says Clive might be on YouTube on Monday, but not running. Oh, right, he's been streaming. Has he been streaming MHG, but not running? Jeff Parcher says, how did Clive break his rib? I think he fell over. I'm not entirely sure, but I think he fell over. Tina, do you know? Right, 21 minutes left of our ZLDR recovery hour. It is 23 degrees here in Shed Quarters, with the door now open and the evening cooling down. It's been a lovely sunny day, or sunny afternoon, but it is now cooling down a bit. Yeah, Christoph says that's what I understood, he fell over. But it's just as well that Clive doesn't have any races coming up shortly. Okay, apparently Clive Finnemore broke his rib leaning into a skip, as you do. Tina is going to try parkrun tomorrow. She's felt so unwell recently, but she hasn't done parkrun for weeks, but she is going to try tomorrow. Why is the water being shut off, Sarah? Sarah Jacobs says, in fun news, our water has just been shut off with no notice. So no post-run shower tomorrow for me. Oh, no post-run shower for me. What the heck? Why have you not paid your water bill? 6 kilometres done, 3 to go. Jeff Partridge says Clive is officially a muppet. Well, I mean, who leans into a skip? What the heck is that all about? Okay, I see. Ari is in charge of paying the water bill. I won't question it anymore, Sarah. I don't want to get him in any more trouble. I still need to get a run in Scotland because when we were in Paris, Heather very kindly gave us a few little gifts, which was lovely of her. And one of them is something that I have to wear, but I can only wear it when we go to Scotland. So we need to do a run in Scotland. Do you know what though, Sarah? I knew that, and I was surprised when you said that's a question for my husband, because I thought, what? Sarah Jacobson is allowing Ari to be in charge of the finances. That's not how I would have imagined it. It's not how it is in this house. And as we all know, you are basically the American mirror of us. So yes, I fully recognise and understand that you are in charge of the finances in your house, Sarah. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Okay, she says the water bill is up to date. There is just work being done that we had no notice on. Okay. So what's your husband got to do with that then? It's not his fault the work is being done. Don't try and blame your husband for something. That's like you're farming the responsibility off on your husband when it's nothing to do with him. Leave him alone. Leave your husband alone. He's done nothing wrong. Male solidarity there. With 2.5k to go. So I started off running with Sarah, Tina and Amy. I've lost them all. I've scared them all away. Maybe it was the... yeah, I haven't had a shower this morning either. Maybe it was that. But I do have... is that Anthony running with me. So Anthony's just behind me. So thank goodness for Anthony. Anthony won't desert me. Yeah, you'll need to speak to Victoria about your plight. Tina says we couldn't cope with your ever-changing kit. To be fair, it is only Amy that has a legitimate excuse for leaving me to go and take the children to Brownies. You and Sarah just couldn't be bothered to run more than 5k. Have a great rest of your run all. Thank you very much, Sarah. She's had enough of me. That's it. I'm going. Can't stand this anymore. Cousin's moan. It keeps on moaning. Constant moaning. Get him off. There's only 2k to go. Just over 2k. We'll be done shortly. 15 minutes of running. Tina says I physically can't run more than 5k. Fair enough. Christoph says he's glad we keep our pants on when we change our kit. Yes, too right. I'm not sure the graphic designers on Zwift have done a full anatomy, to be fair. Do you think if we lost our kit entirely, what do you think it would be underneath? Do you think it would be like a hollow? Or do you think it would be like a mannequin in a shop? Or do you think it would be a full anatomy? Doesn't bear thinking about, to be honest. Let's not think about that. I know I've put the image in your head now, but let's not think about it anymore. Amy would rather not know. Yeah, Tina, I think you're right. I think it would just be head, legs and arms with like everything else would be hollow. I think you're right, Tina. Yeah, and Heather now says, yeah, so any newcomers who arrive, they are now scared off. Yeah. Apparently, Christoph says also it's only the runners that are affected and not the riders. So cyclists are not having this issue. Just the runners, apparently. 2 minutes to go. 2 kilometres to go. 12 minutes. 13 minutes. Pleased to see my heart rate is very comfortable in zone 1. Nice and slow, nice and low. Nice and relaxed. Thanks for keeping me company, Anthony. Stop. Everyone else deserted me. Jeff Boucher says, once again, cousins, nothing more than you deserve. Yeah, but I want to know how can they smell that I haven't had a shower from here? There isn't anything called smelly vision as far as I'm aware. So they can't possibly know that I haven't had a shower. And that I'm wearing yesterday's running clothes that haven't been washed. Sorry, did I say that out loud? Right, it seems I'm quite far behind. Because I think there are messages coming up that I'm missing, or messages that I'm not seeing. Because Kevin is 6 minutes ahead of me. Kevin is going to sign up for a 10k trail race next week. No, right, Tina, you are not goading me into that. I'm not falling for it. Jeff Partridge will not be on Zwift tomorrow, more than likely. Tina says, I have it on good authority that PC Deering is not listening tonight. If you want to risk talking about anything. I don't believe you. I simply do not believe you. And even if you believe it yourself, I think there is some way that he would find out. So for my own sanity, I'm not even gonna, because if I did and he appeared, that would be just even more weird. So everybody's now encouraging Kevin to sign up for a trail race. He says they'll decide after this weekend. Okay. Once you start running on trails, there is no looking back. I will see you on your first 100-mile race, Kevin. Kevin DeLuca is gradually getting dragged into the trail running scene. He's thinking about it. Not always muddy. But some places, certainly like certain places in Scotland, will always be muddy. Okay, so coming up to 8 kilometres done, 1 to go. Here we go. Just under the banner there, on the marker. Down here on the south coast of the UK, we have some very buffed out, lovely trails. Right, Tina says, I wish Victoria all the best for me and have a great weekend in London. See you all next week. Thank you, Tina. Yes, see you all on Monday. So Monday evening here in the UK, Monday afternoon in the US, we will be doing the ZLDR, MHG, PAC, FMR community run starting at 6:30 UK time, 7:30 Central European time, lunchtime in the US. And we'll be back then. But in the meantime, yeah, everybody have a great weekend, whatever you're doing. Evan, come and join us for Beachy Head Marathon in October. Kevin, come and do Beachy Head in October. Just a short hop across the channel. Christoph says, all the best for Victoria. Enjoy your time in London together. Have a fantastic weekend all. And Amy says, yes, good luck to Victoria for Sunday. Enjoy it. She will. I'm sure she will enjoy it. I'm sure it'll be fine. We've just got this little bit of a concern about her tendon, but I'm sure it'll be okay. If it was bad, then I would tell her not to do it. And she would know not to do it. And Heather says, all the very best to Victoria. We'll be thinking about her. Thank you, Heather. Appreciate that. Kevin was going to do Paris Marathon with us, but he was unable in the end. But don't remind him of it. Also, I don't think he can see this ellipsis. Kev, we will be at the Paris Marathon next year again if you want to join us. Laurie, hello Laurie again. She says best of luck to Victoria in London. Hope for a good weekend. I'm off to go ride my bike now. It's cold here in Oregon, but the sun is shining. Have a great one, Laurie. Nice to have you join us again. Marcus is late popping in. Good afternoon, Marcus. Where have you been? Hi everyone, just popping in to say hello. Enjoy London, Victoria. Thank you, Marcus. 2 minutes to go. And now we're nearly done here. 9 kilometres in an hour. Just nice and relaxed. Me and Anthony pounding the pavements together. Thank you very much to Kevin DeLuca for leading as always. And he'll be leading again, I think, on Monday for the community run. Marcus is better late than never. A little Marcus is better than no Marcus at all. Well, do you know what? That is true. I can't argue with that. A little bit of Marcus is better than no Marcus at all. We've been talking about stalking your Twitter account. And laughing at all the things your students say about you. Yes, Kevin, I'm quite happy to lead again on Mondays now for the time being. For the next few weeks, I can lead on Monday if you like. That's fine by me. Until I start marathon training again, whenever that is. No problem. Right, that is it. 20 seconds and we're done here. Have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy whatever you do. We'll see you on Monday. Amy says, well done to everyone who ran. Well done to Amy who did 5k. Well done to Tina and Sarah. Thank you very much for joining, guys. So really good to have Sarah back after her little gap of recovery. Keep up the recovery, Sarah. And Amy, well done for joining. Tina, continue that recovery from not being very well. Thanks for joining Christoph and Heather and Laurie and Marcus and Jeff Partridge and everyone else who's been on the live stream. Neil Messenger as well. Thank you very much and well done if you took part in the run today. That is us done. We are out of here. We will see you on Monday. Just enjoy your weekend, guys. Rest, recover, relax, and we'll see you on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.